So I'm in the dark, and I'm learning just like everybody else. If that's true, then that's really messed up. I kind of feel bad for her. Look at the cover photo that they used for her. It's so disrespectful. Aphasia is a mother. I need your email one more time. antondaniels413@gmail.com.
Thank you for joining us. Wendy Williams always said she wanted to come back to daytime television, but she has an even bigger challenge than anyone would have imagined. We're learning that the former talk show host has been diagnosed with a form of dementia. Stephen Fabian has details.
Heartbreaking news. Wendy Williams is suffering from dementia and aphasia, the same disorder that has stricken actor Bruce Willis. In a press release issued today under Wendy's name, her care team reveals after undergoing a battery of medical tests, Wendy was officially diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. It says aphasia is impacting Wendy's language and communication abilities.
Fam, listen, bro. If I get diagnosed with that, just take me out, my nigga. Real talk. I'm all for preventative measures. I'm all for preventative care. I'm all for making sure that, we do the best that we can with the time that we got and we get the most out of it. I don't want to be remembered like that. The way that Bruce Willis, that they was describing him, they described Bruce Willis, they were saying that even his previous directors had to come back and apologize to him because the way that they was dealing with him on set, was crazy because they thought that he was just being difficult when in reality, he just genuinely couldn't remember his lines and stuff. And it was so bad that they had to say his lines in his ears. Man, I just wouldn't wish that on anybody, man. It's like one of my worst things that I can think of is just like going crazy when you get older. And it's not something that you really think about while you're younger. But, you start to focus on that stuff. It's insane. This is insane, bro.
And it calls her dementia a progressive disorder, impacting behavior and cognitive functions. The news broke just moments before The View came to an end today.
We wanted to update you on some news that has just broke concerning Wendy Williams. Wendy and her care team just released a statement that she's been diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. Our hearts go straight out to her.
Wendy's care team says the diagnosis came after the legendary talk show host underwent a battery of tests here at Weill Cornell Medicine in New York City. That information was released as speculation mounted about her whereabouts. Now, right now, she's in an undisclosed facility known only to her court-appointed guardian. Even her own family says they have no idea where she is. Wendy's niece, Alex Finney, appeared on The View promoting the upcoming Lifetime documentary, Where is Wendy Williams?
Her ultimate decision was that everybody's telling my story, no matter how painful it is. I want to tell it.
She didn't say a word about the dementia diagnosis, which was announced by Wendy's PR team. We spoke to neurologist Dr. Leah Kroll.
This is a progressive disorder, and there is no known cure or medication that we could give to slow the disease process down. And so, in general, things will gradually get worse with time.
Bruce Willis was forced to retire from acting after his diagnosis in 2022. His family gives regular updates on his condition and shares heartwarming video of him, like this birthday celebration.
Brad at it.
you really have to hand it to Wendy Williams and Bruce Willis in terms of how generous and brave it is of them to come out with this. This is not a diagnosis that's easy to be open about at all, and they're doing us such a beautiful service by drawing attention to it.
In this just released clip from the documentary, you see Wendy like you've never seen her before, without her signature glamorous wigs. The documentary is so raw and so revealing that Wendy's niece was asked if the former talk show host is being exploited.
How do you respond to that?
Well, I respond to that by saying I was not paid.
Right.
Sitting here today, I haven't taken a dime. I'm not getting paid off of this. This is literally just a labor of love and fighting for your family.
The Lifetime special Where is Wendy Williams airs in 2 parts this Saturday and Sunday.
That's fucked up, man. Honestly, I just can't imagine, bro. Like, nobody wants to be remembered that way. When I was growing up, Bruce Willis was like an action star. And I'm trying to figure out what causes this. And I guess the thing that bothers me so much is that we've lived to the point to where in 2024, most of the stuff that we have issues with, it seems like we should have been installed for it. I see motherfuckers doing cancer walks all day, every day, and giving to the Pink Ribbon Foundation and all of this shit. And I'll be thinking to myself, like, okay, so y'all done got all of these billions and billions and billions and billions and billions of dollars, and you telling me that y'all ain't found a fucking cure at all? Talking about you want to slow it down. No, nigga, stop it. I don't want to be out here looking stupid. Fumbling the bag. My whole legacy is, the way that y'all gonna remember me is not by the movies that I was doing or not by the talk show or the content that I put out, but by me looking fucking crazy with my eyeballs bulged out. I'm gonna be remembered like that, and you can make all of the money in the world, bro. All of the money in the world, and you fucking suffering from dementia and aphasia. I'd rather get took out by something else. Y'all just be saying stuff. Shout out to Charles Pride. I appreciate you for holding me down. Thank you for supporting me on Cash App, big dog. It does not go unnoticed. Y'all just be saying shit in the chat. Oh my God, they got it after the jab. Don't y'all know that niggas was getting dementia and aphasia a long time ago, way before that? Processed foods, terrible diets. Damn, you right. Got to dip off in seclusion. Health is the real wealth. Man, I'm about to go vegan, bro. Real talk. I'm about to go vegetarian. I'm about to go fruitarian out in this bitch. Because I ain't trying to be going out like that. That's the last thing that I'm trying to go out with. I heard that she got some kind of Black China went and paid a visit to her.
Black China pays an emotional visit to Wendy Williams in a preview of her new documentary. In this clip from Lifetime's Where is Wendy Williams, the model and former talk show host sit down for a heart-to-heart convo in which Wendy, who's famously known for wearing wigs, takes hers off in a moment of vulnerability and continues the chat showing her real...
Take me out, bro. Nah, take me out, big dog. I can't do it. I can't do it, man. This is sad. This is sad as hell. And I know that a lot of people are so evil that they'll wish it on their worst enemy and all of that stuff. Yo, that's crazy, man. I just wouldn't do it, man. I seen somebody that was doing a live stream about it earlier, and they was just so evil about it. Like, they was just so mean. Like, I'm the type of person where I don't want my competition. I want to beat my competition when they at their best. I want to beat my competition when they at their best. I don't want to beat my competition out of default. I just don't. I don't want my competition to win out of default or anything like that. I want to beat my competition when they at their best. But this ain't at your best, bro. This is something different, man. I just don't like it, man. It don't make me feel good.
The pair's bond formed back in 2020 after China made an appearance on Wendy's show.
We talk about you a lot on Hot Topics.
I know.
You're very controversial.
Thank you.
And she was so like, you could tell the difference. I guess that's the saddest part, is that if you could see the difference between how she's communicating now versus how she's communicating then. Sad, bro.
On February 22nd, the 59-year-old's care team released a statement revealing Wendy has been diagnosed with primary progressive aphasia and frontotemporal dementia. According to the statement,
You know what the worst part about this is, though? Is the people that was supposed to be there for her the most is the ones that abandoned her. It's the ones that used her. Like, if you think about her husband or her ex-husband, and, you know, how he basically finessed her and used her the whole time. And, you know, he basically they never protected her. They never made sure that her money was straight. You know, she had so many people working for her and so many people that benefited and came up as a result of her. And all they did was finesse her. You know, at the end of her time in the limelight, it came back down to the fact that they finessed her. And I just can't do that, bro. Like, I would never, ever, under any circumstances, I don't care what happened. Yo, I'm a rider till the wheels fall off. I'm so loyal that is nothing that would cause for me to abandon you when you need me the most. Like, if something was to ever happen to my chick, like, I'm there. I'm there. Like, some of the most meaningful moments for her is when she recently had her surgery, right? And when she had her surgery, Rita, you know, she had her surgery probably like, I don't even remember. It's been some weeks now. It's been almost a month, I think. And she had her surgery and she couldn't really get around or whatever. And so, you know, the initial time that people have their surgery, you always going to get a whole lot of people like family members and stuff like that. You are Kojak. You're going to get people like family members that come out and they're going to come and visit, you know, and they're going to want to come and see. And so the house was full and there was a lot of people around. And so I let them have their time with her. And she was a rock star, right? And then everybody went back home because, you know, logically, everybody got their own lives and they got to go back to doing what they was doing. And when it came back down to it, you know, Leslie still had to go to school, or she was going out of town for her taekwondo tournaments and stuff. And it was just me and her. And I had to stay home like for like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks straight, almost 3 weeks. This is when I was live streaming from home. I just completely abandoned the studio. I still had to do what I had to do. I was going over and taking care of the real estate and overseeing stuff, but she couldn't really get around the way that she really needed to get around. And so I would take her out, and I would take her out to go to the store and stuff, to get outside and to get some, you know what I'm saying, get some fresh air and stuff like that. But my point is that, and the reason why I'm saying this is that the people that's really down for you, that's when everybody it's the people that's around when everybody disappear. I mean, I flew people in to assist her and be there for her because, you know, I had to take care of other stuff and businesses and stuff like that. But, you know, I'm not gonna ever not be there for her when she need me the most. I'm gonna be there for you the most when you need me. That's when I put everything on the back burner. That's when I shut everything down, or that's when I'm live streaming from the house, or, you know, I got to go get the stuff. You know, I still got to take care of business and stuff like that, but I'm coming right back home, and I had to put every single thing on the back burner because you then became the priority. So I don't understand how the husband was just like, yo, listen, niggas is grimy, man. It's so grimy, bro. Just so grimy. And I just don't understand it. I don't know enough about Wendy Williams or, you know, the messiness or any of the stuff that she was into to ever really be able to speak to, you know, her show or anything like that, because I wasn't her target audience. It was a bunch of women, I guess. But the point is that when you need people the most, that's who you see is really there for you. That's who you see is really down for you. And I'm never going, like, if anything was to happen, like, I'm going to be right here. Right here, that's it. Always going to make sure you're taken care of. Always gonna make sure that the people around me are straight. Priority, 100% of the time. I remember when my brother, during the pandemic, he had went into the hospital, and so he had got on a respirator. And at that time, in the very beginning of the pandemic, people that was going on respirators, they was getting up out of there, right? And I already knew because I had prayed to God and I had talked to God just like I normally do. And he said, yeah, your little brother gonna be fine. Don't worry about him. And so he went into the hospital and he was feeling like, oh my God, this is the end. And I talked to him on the phone and I said, man, pick your ass up. Like, get it together. Get it together. Focus on you. Don't be focused on your wife. Don't be focused on your kids. I got them. And so the wife, everybody came to live with me. I had the kids with me. And I had them, but I just wanted him to 100% focus on getting himself together. Loyalty is just something that you can't buy, man. It's a lot of people that say it. It's a lot of people that's talking about it, but very few people are loyal. A lot of people are conditionally loyal. They not loyal. They not like down. They not like in a soil loyal with you. A lot of people is pretending. A lot of people is acting. They with you based off of convenience. They not with you based off of the fact that they'll still be down for you when everything hits the road. When everything is going bad, when everything is down bad, when everything starts to, get there, who can you call? Who can you call if everything go bad and everything goes south right now? Is it somebody that you can call that no matter what, whatever it is that they got, they always come in and they always gonna get that bag for you and they're gonna make sure that they get it, give it to you. They'll give you they last. What's up, titties? Titties is tittying, ain't they? Your titties done grew? I hope not. What you mean you hope not? Anyways, prayers up for Wendy Williams and a family. But I heard that the son was out here, that he had recently got out of rehab for being on K, being addicted to K2. It's crazy, bro. Absolutely crazy.